The bungee and the yeah. Correct. According to people in the shorties, I don't know what this is. Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay, so our temperature probe right now is reading 1.8 degrees centigrade because we're still in seawater. And as soon as we cross that interface, we should see it jump up to something that I'm predicting is going to be 287. You all can place your bets, pick your numbers.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, we yeah, go the lower one if you can. And you see the sort of ridges there? Yeah. Those are sort of dams, and so it should be deepest right next to one of those.
I'm gonna go where the flow is, or
I want to not the flow up. That's all mixed. I want to be underneath and just go across the interface.
torch out.
So you see sort of the black line.
Yeah, where it's darker.
Yeah, you can go behind that. That'd be perfect.
You know, like look through with the water.
Yeah, because that should be deeper there.
Why should you say go?
That's the bungee that's stretching right there.
Gonna look down with the size to get an idea of exactly what's going on. I think it's the rope. That's yes, bungee. That's
Yeah, you're still good.
cable on the rope. I was saying this in here. That's all I got. Go down.
Yeah, you're focusing.
Yes, this. Oh, see, hold on.
Yeah, that's just good. That's not good.
Yeah, we're pretty
Yeah,
far
the
away.
problem is our light bar is right there, so
Yes.
we can't get far enough into.
Yeah, I remember that was an issue last time too. We tried to sample up.
Bring it in, touch. And you bring stop it in a little bit, it'll get us closer. I mean, not much, but it gets a little closer until. Yeah. Alright, the thing about the porch is that gives us more lean.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in on soft.
Alright, let me bring the arm in a little bit first.
Yeah.
So the issue we're having is yeah, more on the arm extensions.
Inside the lane, correct?
Yeah, inside the black line of the cabin. Just once you cross that interface, it'll jump right up.
We on that part right there.
Yeah, can you get behind that black ledge?
Try.
Yeah, if you can reach that would be best, but
14, 28, 40, 55.
okay, so we've got the probe in the hot water. We're already at 185 degrees. Came out. Back in 225, still climbing 250. We just hit 270, still climbing. 280 and going up. Pretty stable at 286 here. I said 287. You got to give me 0.8 more degrees. Half a degree. Okay, let's do a temperature mark, high temperature probe mark. I'm good with that. 286.
36?
Yeah, we're good.
We've had better.
Yeah. Okay, so my next priority would be to fire gas tights. Oh, it's half a degree off. So, J-Rod, how deep do you think the probe was in?
I would say probably about 2 centimeters, yeah.
And that should be enough for the gas tights to get a good sample if we can get it across the interface. That should work. That should be deep enough. Okay, so we've measured a maximum temperature of 286, maybe 286 and a half. So pretty close to the temperature that we measured in an event here earlier, so in 2018. So I'm happy with that temperature measurement. Now we're going to try and grab one of the gas type bottles. Those are the ones that you can see right in front of you. They will have to be grabbed with the port arm because the little round silver thing that's behind the knotted monkey fist rope that we grab on, that's the trigger, and we need to get the nozzle, which you'll see when we pull it out, right where the temperature probe was, and then hit those triggers to get water into the water sampling bottles. It's pretty tricky work, but we've got Adam flying the sub right now, and we got J-Rod on the manips, and they're doing a great job. This is tough work.
Does it have to be the same length?
If we were to hit one like here or here, I
Yeah.
don't think we're going to be able to reach all the way over to here because
But
it was already
that,
fully
yeah,
centered.
that's okay. But especially when you get behind that sort of dam.
Okay.
And
like on
that's
this side here.
yeah, yeah. See that black line is sort of damming up the fluid, so it's going to be deeper. If you get it on the backside, it's going to be
Right.
deeper. Yeah, so there would be more preferable to here because we got more mixing here, if you can do it.
Around that real quick before I do a little test for each one. You're still getting kind of cracks. Don't really have a lot of room to but just pretend I have a gas tank.
Just pretend
I
to
get a lot of, I got a lot of,
come in just
I get a lot of links with the, gas
not
tank.
with the gas tanks, with the majors that you want.
One or two, better.
Whichever. Well, I'd like to do them both. So
Probably just resting on something and when I move that on.
So we've now acquired the gas tight bottle. You can see the little snorkel. That's what we're going to try and stick across the interface between the hot water and the cold water and get it into the hot water. And there's the trigger. And the yellow plastic is the ram that will push that trigger. So there's a hydraulic ram that once we're set, it will push that trigger in. That will open up the bottle, let water come in, and then close the valve. And we'll have a sample under pressure.
Go until I hit.
Just short of where you hit. It looks good. If you're stable, go. We can trigger when you're ready. Did it come out? Okay. And we can untrigger. It's done.
Okay, release them.
Yeah. Yeah. These you trigger once they release. Did it go all the way in?
Yeah, it was all the way.
Okay. See, that O-ring didn't come out much. I'm not sure we completely triggered. So do you do it again? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure we triggered.
All right, let me my wrist a little.
That's a big vent handle, isn't it?
I don't know. Might be. Okay, we can trigger when you're ready. Okay, you release. I think we triggered that time. Yes. Okay. Event. Gas tight. Perfect. Good job.
Yeah, I think that might be the handle that's a little bit bent. You see
Yeah.
how see how far it's on the trigger?
Yeah.
I was closer to that, but I can't.
Yeah, it didn't trigger the first time, so.
You think it was right? Eventually tilted it right.
Oh, we jumped at the
Yeah, even though my grip was not in.
So if people are talking about the chitin on the rock, if you're looking at that pinkish thing that's over on the left side of the screen, that's a scale worm. And the bluer ones in the front are also scale worms. Whether they're different species or the same species, I'm not sure, because the blue is actually an iridescence from the scales. They may be the same species. And interesting enough, these scale worms are called orphani, and our chief scientist on the next leg is named after these scale worms. Oh, actually, no, the scale worms were named after her. That's right. They were named by Greg Rouse, who will also be on the next leg. So there are new species that were found here in 2015, I believe.
Jenny would like to know how you want the gas type in this track designated. She said, asked, is it red, yellow, or red, yellow?
Just grab the hat.
Huh? All right, one more?
Yeah.
Spot?
Please. And then we'll only do one major here if we can, which is the upper one, the black. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty two.
Yeah, it is.
Are you doing a second gas type and then a major?
And one major. I think we'll be done at 2.
What?
I think we'll be done at 2.
Okay.
So we've got the second gas type. We'll call this one gas type red. The other one was gas type yellow red. We just mark them with tape to be able to identify them. And we're going to try and repeat that. We just went in into the interface. Whenever you guys are comfortable, we can trigger.
Okay, going for trigger.
Mark that. Gas type red. I think that one didn't. That wasn't an O-ring, but I'm pretty sure that went in far enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Good job, guys. Thanks.
Did you already do the second gas type?
Yes.
So then you could be handing off here pretty shortly. You could be handing off pretty shortly here.
It's going to take a little bit longer to gas type
Once you're in place, it only takes a minute or so to.
Yeah. We'll work tricky to maneuver
It is.
snorkels.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we might be earlier. Yeah, actually, we'll probably be done in 15 minutes. If things go well, I don't know.
Oh, there's that.
Come on.
That one
How
has
far
that
do you
in it.
fall? If anything, it's bottom end, you fall. You can even put those right over the trigger. If you can find super security.
One major, you said?
Yeah, the number two, and it's the one with the snorkels. It should point up. We'll just do that one and then. Okay, so now we're going to try and grab the other bottles. We call these TI major bottles because we're doing the major element chemistry on them. The difference between the bottles are they were both designed back in the early 80s when I first started doing hydrothermal vent work. In fact, one of the first, my first die was in 1984, and we had the gas tights, I think maybe for the first time, again, given to us to use by Marv Lilly at University of Washington. So the major element samplers were made to get a good volume of water, but also made out of titanium for two reasons. One, titanium is very resistant to corrosion and can handle the high temperatures. And two, we want to know what the trace elements are. And so the bottles were designed to be, yeah, we want to go for the other bottle, right? Oh, sorry.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking.
Oh, no,
If
you're
he
right.
grabs it, yeah, he'll
It's
already
fine.
orders it.
I'm sorry. It is one. Yeah, my mistake.
I was struggling with it too.
Yeah. So we have these bottles set up differently. This one has snorkels pointed up and to allow sampling the flange pool. The other one has snorkels pointed down. But the bottles were designed, and especially the seals, to be made of material that can allow us to do trace elements. And at the time these were built in the 80s, it was a challenge just to be able to sample these fluids. The gas tights were built to hold the pressure so they don't leak and the gases don't come out. But to do that, when they were built with seals that are not as clean. So the major element bottles, the TI bottles, are best for doing a whole series of chemistry compositions, including trace elements. So they're very clean bottles. We clean them very carefully between each dive. But they don't hold the pressure as well. So on the way up, when the pressure comes down, gases might leak out. They don't leak much, but a little bit might come out. The gas type bottles have very strong seals, but those seals don't allow us to do very clean chemistry. So we rely on those just to do the gases, and they will go back to the University of Washington and probably also to the NOAA lab for different analysis, and they will put them under vacuum, extract the gases, separate them, and we'll do things like carbon dioxide, methane, higher order hydrocarbons like ethane and propane, and we'll also do helium and other inert gases, and we'll do helium isotopes. And that will give us a lot of information about what's going on in the subsurface. One of the reasons why these fluid samples are so important to us, all the high temperature chemistry is going on deep below us. How deep? I wish I could answer that, but probably 3 or 4 kilometers below us. And so the fluid chemistry is a window into the reaction zone at depth. And of course, the fluid chemistry also is controlling what precipitates at the surface here, mostly calcium carbonate. So the combination of getting fluids and rocks tells us a lot about the plumbing of this, the temperatures at depth. We can measure the temperature of the surface, but various chemical geothermometers allow us to estimate how hot were those fluids at depth. They clearly weren't cooler than when we sampled, but they may have cooled down significantly or mixed, and so we use the chemistry to try and answer those kind of questions.
So,
Do we have the waypoints from yesterday?
no, what I did was I put remember we've shifted the map, right? So the map is now, the navigation of the map now line up. And then I just redefined the sub-bottom line.
Okay.
That's the lower of the green dash lines. So we just need to get on that line, and you can trust that you're on the right line and just move along it. So my thinking was that you would just want to pop down and then going off to the west, find the first place that you can take a sample,
Okay.
and soften up, and then start incrementing from there. But if you want to choose differently,
No, that's fine. Just for Rob, so he knows where we are.
yeah.
So we have a map of the waypoints. We have one.
Well, there's the line. So do you want me to generate?
No, just for me, so I can tell Rob, okay, we right now approximate waypoint, so he knows where we are on the map. So he can't see that right now.
Okay, how best?
Because
do that?
he has the map.
So,
we
well,
use.
when they pick a mark point, because they're going to put mark points up there, we can
Okay.
read off the long lats
Okay.
from those mark points, and we
Okay.
can trust them just to do this one.
Okay.
So I think that's the best way to just define the positions. But what you want, if you want to be on the sub-bottom line, just follow the green dash line.
See, did you find the same place for the 123 point? No.
No, we didn't.
No.
We didn't even. Once we got to the mountain, we were already on it, so we didn't see it. We wouldn't have gone over. But we went to the very top of the mountain, which is a very good location. When we got there, we were right on it. So the map's really good. So you can see where we are now. We just drop right down to the lower green line and go out first place, you got clean sediment. You start your line. Sorry this took so long, but
Well, we only got one place sample today, but I think it was worth it to look for the good place and have this.
it's really changed a lot.
See that wall.
So because we want to sample up.
Oh,
We,
Oh, right.
we bent
Okay.
the snorkels up instead of down.
So,
Should stay for that.
yes.
Remind him when I coach him to watch that dog.
Pónganse que empezar. Del centro hacia.
So as they say, just go south, then you find a spot, start. I think the first measurement we tried to poke,
oh yeah.
and once we were waiting, and just start 50 meters. So we do a complete,
No, it's wrong, sorry.
I think two complete ones.
That was it.
We're just
Then
not
we
the
start
start.
to snort every other.
No, that was it.
No, because as soon as you rotate it around, it's different.
And we'll see. You're working uphill, so thanks.
That's the one you bent.
That's the one I think that we're gonna put into.
That is the one you bent yesterday. This is the normal
Yeah,
snorkel.
but I think we bent it because we want to go down into like a
Oh, yeah.
chimney, because we're doing flange. All the others are set up for flange. I know. I think about it too.
Oh my God, you're right. Yeah, my bad.
But it's good that J-Rod's just testing the racking mechanism.
Okay, so now we're moving the bottle around. The little bolt there is the trigger, and we're getting it lined up with the hydraulic ram. And then we'll try and get the nozzle up across that interface.
So is the took measurements once we beat some.
Todavía no, pero estoy
I'm sorry, 8 centimeters.
8 centimeters.
Yeah, from the base.
Okay.
Sí, suspect.
Okay, so we're getting set to, we've got the sample nozzle across the interface. Then we can trigger, yeah. So we've just put the trigger in, now you see the springs start to come back. Okay. As the spring slowly comes back, it's hopefully filling the bottle with hot fluid. And now you see the bottle start to shimmer.
And ideally, what I'd like to do is hold that until the bottle stops shimmering, if we can be that stable. As we're pulling it in, the bottle starts to shimmer.
Yeah.
And we want it to cool down before we untrigger, because then it won't, then it'll be full,
Right.
otherwise it'll flash.
So we'll just pull it out, let it cool down, then.
Yeah,
Cool down,
then release it.
but don't close it, right?
But no, that's right, don't pull it out.
Yeah, we can stay stable that long, that'd be great. Yeah, I don't see the springs moving, so I think they've come all the way back. So let's look at the bottle. And
Es una colección.
Then come out the back, that's all.
O sea, no, pero son edificios completamente diferentes.
yeah, that's not,
Pero
that's just hot water. It's not actually leaking out there. It's just heating, yeah.
You want for that to stop, right?
Yeah, if we can wait just about, 2 or 3 minutes, if it stays stable. If we suddenly move for any reason, then untrigger. So we pulled the hot fluid in, which is 286 degrees. The bottle itself is sitting in 2-degree water. And what we want to do is, if we pull it out when the bottle's still hot, then some of that may flash to gas inside the bottle, and we want to get it completely full of cold water, so the fluids are going to condense and shrink. They won't really flash to steam at this pressure because the pressure's too high, but they'll contract, and that way we'll get the most fluid in the bottle.
Sí, eso sí se consigue, eso sí.
I think we're good. We can untrigger. Yeah, we'll call it.
You want to pull it out first?
No. Untrigger before we move. Yeah, okay. Now we can pull it out.
So mark major orange, TI orange, sorry.
I think that looked like a good sample.
Pero cambió mucho. Es que está como
So as you can see, the job of the scientists here is just to make unreasonable demands on the pilots. So they're the ones who actually do all the science. Without their talents, we can't do what we need to do. And these guys are good. But of course, a lot of you guys have been watching these guys do amazing things. You know how good they are. But I'm always impressed.
Wind chime. How are their wind chimes? I had a spam. I can't text off the boat. I can't. But I got spam calls on my phone yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. I have no idea how they go through because I sure as hell can't go off the boat. Okay, so when you untrigger, it seals.
Yeah, as long as that trigger's in, there's a valve that normally you would flush. The fluids would be coming in, going out of vent, but it can't flush when you're against the gravity grate. And so when the trigger goes in, that allows water to go in the bottom, and you hold the trigger until it's full, and then when you release it, it's sealed. The problem is if you fill it with hot water, and then pull it out, that water's gonna contract. It's gonna pull some cold seawater in. You're gonna be under negative pressure.
Yeah.
So the idea is to let the bottle cool so it's completely filled with fluid, and so it doesn't contract and be under negative pressure.
But this one was a successful one, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, at least
All-
at this point.
everything you can see says it was a good trigger. Yeah,
Yeah. And you thought the gas tides both went okay
I think they both went up well. I think we got exactly what we need. So
Okay, so
We can try the O-ring thing tomorrow where we put one O-ring so it beats the other.
I like that idea a lot. Yeah.
Are you happy, Steve?
I am very happy. So we have finished the water sampling. We won't know the results until we get back to the lab, but this is hugely important. This is why I come out here, and I'm supporting several other scientists with this data. So if I fail, it affects everyone. But like I said, I can only succeed because of the talent of these pilots. All right, we're going to turn things over to Raquel, and we're going to start a new heat flow line. And I do appreciate her giving me the time to collect these samples.
Thank you, Steve.
Okay. Are you guys set? Anything you need to take care of? Ready to go? Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to point, and then Raquel can correct me if I get this wrong. But we're here. The line we're going to do heat flow on is that green line. Exactly. We think that's in the right place. And so what we want to do is drop down to that line, face that direction, and we want to find the first place that we can safely do a heat flow measurement, starting there and kind of moving out. First place we can go in safely 60 centimeters.
So that's facing west then?
Yes, so
Yes.
we're working towards the
west.
west-northwest, along that line.
Okay, and so for the first measurements, we will definitely want to poke first to make sure that it's good terrain to insert the probe. And as we go away from the vent, probably not so much like yesterday, but we're expecting And here we're expecting to have high temperatures, so we might not do the complete measurement because if the temperature is too high, then the heat bulbs that we fire is not bigger than the temperature that we're measuring, and then you cannot take the full measurement. We retake at least half, and then it gives us an idea of where we are at. So the important part that we discovered yesterday, just for you to know, is that this point here was way lower than we did last year, 2018, sorry. But we were like 20 meters away from
Yeah, we were a little bit off to the east.
Okay,
to
Rob,
the east.
can we switch on the
So
floor, please?
that's why.
So I can just test.
But it
where everything's fine.
decayed a lot faster than we observed on the other field. So that's something that we're probably going to have in this as well.
Yeah, we're just 9 meters off. We're just dropped down to that line.
Yes. So we can.
See what the bottom looks like right here?
Yes.
¿Qué pasó, Flor? Que decía.
Anywhere in particular?
Yeah, it's fine. It looks fine. So you're 50 meters away from that central point, right?
Yeah. 50. Yeah, we'll put a marker.
Just to be consistent.
You said 15 meters?
50.
50.
50.
You want to do the first measurement that far away?
Well, no, probably.
Yeah, right now we're about 35 or something.
Yeah, Raquel, that green dot is not where you took the measurement yesterday. Where you took the measurement yesterday is on the east side of the edifice.
Should have been this one.
Yeah, where it gets soft.
Yeah, so, yeah, I want to be 50 meters away from that point.
Okay, so I think
Sorry if I wasn't clear.
So we're gonna head back south.
I think if you go and intersect with the green line, you'll be at about 50 meters west of yesterday's closest point.
So yeah, basically
So-
right in this rubble field.
Okay, so that's all right. So you have to get out of that. All right, I'm sorry, but that would be 50 meters there.
Okay, so I'm gonna head just maybe 5 meters to the northwest here, get out of the rubble field. You're happy with that?
You want to be on the green line,
Yeah, I'll be on the green line, but
but to the northwest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
yeah, so basically that's me on the green line. I'll just rotate a little bit.
Yeah.
Race flat spot. You're good to go on here.
Muy buenas tardes a toda la comunidad hispanoparlante que nos está siguiendo aquí en el Falcor, en el Dive 463, si no me equivoco. Vamos a empezar con las mediciones de flujo de calor. Entonces, estamos regresando al punto donde empezamos el día de ayer, que es muy cerca de uno de los edificios, de una de las chimeneas, para de ahí seguir con la misma línea, el mismo transecto. Básicamente lo que estuvieron viendo ayer, los que estuvieron con nosotros, y más adelante les explicaría en qué consiste y cuál es la acción durante estas mediciones. So good afternoon to English speakers. Welcome to the heat flow measurement part of this day, of this dive. So we're just trying to go back and find the spot where we started yesterday, and from there we will just gonna follow the same line to finish up the transect, this time to the northwest of the point that we started yesterday. So if you were with us yesterday, you probably heard how it's done, but no worries, I'll be repeating some of the key aspects of these heat flow measurements in a while. So stay tuned. Oh yeah, it's very soft.
I don't think we need to add this.
Okay.
With the flourish.
Ok, entonces ya checamos la consistencia del sedimento, que en esta parte es bastante suave y no creemos que vamos a tener ningún problema con la inserción de la sonda. Entonces vamos a colocar el robot en exactamente más o menos es la vecindad de ese punto para hacer la primera medición.
You don't need me, but just in case, I'm going to be at a meeting over at the tax office.
Okay.
Are we going to see that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
But they're.
And basically, I'll show you. Follow up on that one. Okay. Always the yellow and that. Okay. I'm happy.
Happy, thank you.
Hi there. Hey. Welcome.
Thank you.
No worries.
So measurement has been started.
No, wait. No. ¿Vas a dejar que se equilibre? ¿Está afuera?
Sí, sí, sí. Ahorita vamos a tomar.
Sí. Es que pensé que me habías dicho que ya estabas en... Tú dime a mí y yo les digo eso, que no tengas que gritar que nos vamos. ¿Qué temperatura? En 2 grados, ¿no? So we can go in now.
Ready? Okay. So on in.
So just going in.
Nice. Cool.
That was perfect speed.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well,
awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
That's all the way.
Ah,
Great.
perfect.
Very nice. Thanks. Oh, it looks very nice.
Oh, can you just work it? Rain.
How far are you thinking you're going to go for the next one?
50 meters,
50
please.
meters. Yeah, the first measurements are gonna all be 50 meters. Probably the last one, the only one, but we take a long,
Okay.
wider spacing.
Not to try my fish. Try. River try. Yeah, it's like wagon wheels. Like one of those boats on the Mississippi. Hello, fellow.
Sí, vamos a ver cómo eso después de hacer con las cosas.
Yo esperaba que estaba más caliente, ¿eh? todavía no se dispara el pulso. Normalmente vamos hasta cuánto, ¿no? 75, ¿no? Y esta pero estamos a 50 metros del otro lado del puente. No sé si ya no. Igual ya si pudiéramos así como muchísimo tiempo hacer una medicina entre el anterior y este en medio para ver qué tanto cae, ¿no? Pero sí, seguramente algo se está pasando, no hay una transferencia de fluidos del otro lado, todo se va en la chimenea o la mayoría. Ya ves cómo va el primero, le va a poner la baja. Listo, ¿eh? Casi. No.
Ahora sí.
Ahí va. Are we completely stationary? Yeah. No movements at all.
I stopped writing my name once we started going in.
No movements. No, I think it's just weird. la viste? Te dije que sí, sería bueno hacer un middle point. Entonces en la luna. Que le digo a Rob que si valdría la pena hacer un middle point entre este y el de 34 de ayer. Y dice que sí, porque este ya es muy bajo, esperaba. No sé,
Al revés,
pues, no sé, porque tendrían que echarse para atrás, darse la vuelta.
¿Está funcionando el wifi del barco?
Sí, bueno, yo estoy en el Slack ahorita.
Sí, pero con el wifi del
El
barco.
barco,
¿no?
sí, sí, sí. Ese lo hizo Juan ayer, ¿no? Florian, el flow distance plot.
yo también hice uno.
Juan hizo uno, ¿no?
Okay, roll out of the seabed, please.
Roll out.
Ok, pues realizamos una medición completa de flujo de calor. Entonces, por eso nos llevó algunos minutos más y ahorita estamos sacando la sonda del fondo marino y vamos a movernos a la siguiente estación a unos 50 metros de este punto.
Ready to move?
Yes. So we just finished off that last heat flow station and we will move to the next
Can we
station.
just move maybe 25 meters instead of 50 meters? Would that be possible?
No que no. Okay, correction. We were just gonna move 25 meters away because the heat flow is decaying way faster than we expected. So we're gonna close up a little bit the spacing.
What was the last one?
What?
What was the value of the last one?
It's gonna be around 7 watts only, and so it's very low already. Yeah. And
It may be kind of like, okay, we got a very good fall.
right.
And, the football side is a hot side. We don't see that, but it may be the same thing, so it may be asymmetrical like that.
Yeah, and the other thing that we were also thinking is that maybe if there's like a fluid flow through the sediments, from the vent away from the field on the eastern side, then here if there's like return flow, it's probably just getting back into the vent, and then this side is going to be much cooler because there's not going to be as much flow. I think so.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, and see there's no fault in here, and then, yeah, well,
So was that the first one or the second one?
no, that was the first one for today.
That was the first one.
Yeah, yeah, first one. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, I was asking Rob if we could actually like do a middle point between this one and the just we did and the 34.7 or 9, I don't remember, and do a just a 20 meters in the middle. And he said yeah, but and he's right that we should go finish the transect and then go back for filling points if we
Yeah,
can.
because you won't be on the line, but
Yeah.
it could be filled in later.
Yeah, we'll see. So we're gonna be only 25 meters away from this one. Ok, entonces nos estamos ahora solo a 25 metros de la primera estación que realizamos el día de hoy y vamos a checar una vez más la consistencia del sedimento para ver si es adecuado para la inserción de la sonda. Estamos viendo, como les comentaba, que el flujo de calor de este lado está decayendo mucho más rápido que en la dirección opuesta. Entonces, probablemente tengamos que hacer mediciones con un espaciamiento más cerrado, en este caso de 25 metros en lugar de 50. Entonces, pues vamos a ver qué. Si están viendo dónde van a hacer. Okay. So, okay.
Rob is on?
Mm-mm. Mm-hmm.
You're good. The probe's on.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
So starting the measurement then?
¿Ya le insertaron?
¿Mande?
¿Ya le insertaron?
No, todavía no. No, es que tenemos que esperar que que estabilicen primero a la temperatura donde del agua, digamos, alrededor del punto de inserción, y después de como un minuto pasadito, ya es cuando se cierra.
I happened to be in Australia back at the beginning of March of 2020. We were there.
Están como más, habrá más, ¿qué es lo que tienes corriente? Algo
Okay, ready. Probing the
Probe's going in.
Okay, inserting the probe, please. Me estás paseando,
perdón.
Okay, so we're inserting the probe and the second station now. So good speed and all the way down. All right, thank you. That was perfect.
That's good.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Y bueno, después de haber insertado la sonda, vamos a ver qué medición tenemos ahora un poquito más cerca de la segunda estación. So we're closing the spacing.
It's fallen off so fast.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yes, it's interesting. And then if it was for me, I would just I probably would come back between the first point, like we did yesterday, the 34, which is the highest one of the whole transect, and then in between the first one that we did today, which was 50 meters away, because we could see more how rapidly it's really decaying. But
Okay.
let's see what's happening with this one.
Could you zoom out one of the map displays so we can see the northern lines?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Raquel,
Yeah.
that's just to give you a sense. That is the next bottom profile up. That's 150 meters away.
Okay.
So one of your things you need to think about is when do you jump up to there and start working back.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. We're probably not gonna go as far as we thought on this side. Yeah, and then jump right up to the next
I don't
profile.
know if you'd want to get a point intermediate as you're jumping
Going
up,
up.
or just go all the way up to that line.
No, it wouldn't make much sense to have that one that far from the vent. If for the longitudinal transect, then it would make more sense.
Right.
But
Okay. How long does it take you guys to move 150 meters?
Us, just gonna be just wait on the vessel. We can get up there. Which direction?
To the north.
To the
when
north.
when Raquel wants to
That
jump
won't
up to that.
Okay.
Okay.
okay, perfect. So somebody was asking for if we could see for a while the image of the sub-bottom profiles instead of this image. Do you know who can do that?
Oh, you mean bring up
Like the map, like the bathymetry map.
We can certainly. John can insert the bathymetry map, and he can do a fly through. He's got inflator mouse, the AUV bathymetry,
Okay.
so he can stick that as an image in the middle of this and be flying around, and you can talk to it.
Okay.
So we just have to ask John.
Okay.
So.
So are we doing another heat flow after this one on this one?
Yes.
How far away?
Probably 25 meters as well. Thank you, John. That's perfect. Ok, entonces lo que estamos viendo allí en el inset es un mapa de la batimetría del sitio donde estamos, del campo de ventilas hidrotermales que se llama JaichMaa. Y lo que pueden ver es en esta vista como de 3 dimensiones la posición del robot con respecto a las chimeneas y cómo vamos haciendo el transecto y cuáles las características más importantes del terreno, ¿no? del fondo marino. Okay, guys, so we're looking at a bathymetry map of the vent field. So you can see the ROV position regarding the main edifices, and as you cannot see the transects there, but you will get a sense of where are we going and how fast are we moving away from the main paint field. Okay.
Yeah, that's compound actually.
Right, probably.
Wow. Oh, look at that one. That anemone, and it's pink. It's beautiful. Is that an anemone even?
That's Dave's color.
Haxley, Bill Haxley.
It's a Haskell.
Haxley.
Okay, let me. So we've got that.
9.8.
¿Va bien?
9.8.
Ah, ¿qué? ¿Y entonces la otra estuvo perturbada? A la otra 9.8. No 7, no es. A la primera.
Sí, la primera 9.7.
Esta es la segunda, ¿no?
La segunda todavía está por
Pues la primera fue 9.7.
7.
9.7. Bueno.
Reverse that. But ours is steps.
Okay, now so you can see the transects in the inset on the bathymetry map. So those lines are the planned transects. And so what we did yesterday was on the bottom one, along those 3 points that John is actually pointing right now with the mouse. And so now we're moving in the other direction, hopefully to finish this transect before jumping into the other transect up in the north. And we will do similarly. Ok, bueno, aquí hay para escoger qué quieren ver, ¿no? Si quieren ver un poquito de la vida marina que tenemos aquí enfrente de donde estamos estacionados mientras hacemos la medición, o si prefieren ver la batimetría y el mapa en 3 dimensiones, que nos muestran básicamente la estructura del campo. Como ven, son 3 chimeneas principales. Es un campo chiquito comparado con el que hay no muy lejos de aquí, pero las chimeneas son muy, muy particulares en este lugar. Y el lugar en sí pues ha mostrado ser fascinante para nuestros propósitos. So you guys get to choose whether you want to look at the bathymetry on 3D and get a sense of the dimensions of the vent field and its position in the basin. Or you choose to see whatever is in front of us. But that's a very cool display. So it gives you a sense of how the morphology of the seafloor is, and if we zoom out, then you get a sense of the scale of what we're doing here. Somebody's watching us.
Is that a squat lobster or what?
Yeah, shrimp.
Just a general shrimp?
Yeah, but I love the ice.
Yeah,
This is just very cool.
What sort of crustacean is it?
Oh, wow.
Que sea problemático tener asimetría en el transecto. Tenemos que pensar en a qué, o sea, cuando terminemos este perfil, va a ser el punto de inicio del norte. Okay. Heat flow out, please.
Flow coming up.
Thank you.
Go south.
Probe out. We move forward. Yeah, please.
25, right?
Yes, 25. Ok, terminamos esta segunda estación. Nos vamos a mover otros 25 metros para ver cómo está decayendo el flujo de calor de este lado. Okay, we're done with station number 2 for today, and we're gonna move 25 meters, another 25 meters along the same line to do our third station. Sin poking, ¿no, Florian?
Escalero Wars. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Okay, pilots are practicing their laser sable skills.
Subsea warfare.
So one of the questions in the chat is, what do you need to study to be able to dedicate yourself to this? Well, you probably have to go through the science path and then choose something related with earth sciences. It doesn't have to be specifically marine geophysics, but that will be a good starting point. And yeah, you probably had to go all the way to a PhD and then a few postdocs after, and also be in the right place at the right time. It means that these kinds of expeditions are extremely, extremely expensive. And so you want to be, you know, in a team that has the good contacts. And so you can actually be on a ship doing this like us. But that was a cool question. Thank you. Oh. Yeah, it's fine. I think from now on we won't have to poke anymore. It's pretty much the same.
And the probe is on.
The pro is on. Oh no, J-Rod. Yeah, somebody says Obi-Wan Sebastian. Ok, voy a repetir la respuesta que le di a una pregunta en el chat, que qué se necesitaba estudiar para hacer algo como lo que estamos haciendo aquí. Bueno, contestaba en inglés que necesitas hacer una carrera en las ciencias, específicamente en ciencias de la Tierra, y geofísica marina, geología, geofísica. Son las áreas donde empezarías tu formación y luego ya más adelante podrías especializarte en este tipo de tópicos. Y otra cosa que mencioné es que siempre hay que estar conscientes de que, bueno, la carrera académica es una carrera larga porque implica normalmente maestría, doctorado, que son 5 años, por lo menos en México, ¿no? Después de la licenciatura, y luego es muy común tener que hacer postdocs. Para tener los buenos contactos y tener la capacidad de estar en las redes adecuadas, las redes de entre instituciones, para poder tener acceso a este tipo de expediciones, que son muy, muy caras, por cierto.
Okay. Go with the seat there, please.
Yep.
So going in for station number 3.
All right.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, thanks. We're in. Cool. $6.72. ¿Otros 25 metros? Yo lo escribo si quieres. Sí.
So now we've got the temperature probe.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay, guys, so now you can see the probe actually, one of the images of the probe inserted into the sediment in that skid insert, and also the graphic that shows how the thermistors are actually showing the temperature. So each thermistor is spaced, I think, 10 centimeters away from each other, and the one that is on black is the one that is on the bottom of the probe, so it registers the higher temperature, and the yellow one is the shallower one. So you are seeing, what you're looking at is the thermistors actually measuring the temperature of the sediment at different depths in that interval of 60 centimeters. And well, we have to wait a certain time to complete the measurements. ¿La vas a cortar esa, verdad? So I hope we can show you a complete measurement in the next station or later on. But usually what happens is after some time has passed, around, depends, 4 to 5 minutes, then the heat flow, the probe fires a heat pulse. And we won't be seeing that in the graph right now because we're not gonna go all the way and do a complete measurement. We're just gonna wanna have an idea of the temperature gradient of this place, and we're gonna infer some of the other data to save time and do more stations. So just for you to know, but later on I will ask John, our very kind lead technicians here, to show the image again with a full measurement.
Is the next one going to be 25 as well? Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, go out of the seabed, please.
Probe's coming out. Coming out.
Okay, so you can move now. Thank you. So the probe is out of the sediment. Moving another 25 meters along the transect. Hay una pregunta en el chat de cuál es la diferencia en la temperatura de más arriba y de más abajo, cuántos grados había aprox. Ya sé, pero...
Are we there?
Yes, we're there. It's on.
On the seabed? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, probe,
Probe going in.
thank you.
Probe's in.
Thank you. Oh, okay. So we waited a little bit of over a minute just to the thermistors to stabilize, and then we inserted a probe so you can clearly see the heat that is produced by friction when inserting the probe into the sediment. And then they will start to decay, and we will wait a few more minutes before we fire a pulse. I'm not sure this is going to be a field measurement. So yes, we're going to have the full display of the measurement. Ok, ahora en español. Estamos en la estación 4 y los están acompañándonos en el streaming. Ahora pueden ver dos insets, dos pantallas, una donde se ve la cámara está apuntando a una que está insertada en el sedimento, y del otro lado estamos viendo una gráfica que es la que nos muestra cómo están midiendo la temperatura los diferentes termistores que están a 10 centímetros. Entonces, después de esperar unos minutos y que los termistores se reequilibraran con la temperatura del agua que está alrededor de la zona de inserción, se crea fricción por la propia inserción, y entonces hay un aumento en la temperatura. Esa es la primera subida que van a ver. Vamos a esperar unos minutos más a que se vuelvan a reequilibrar después de la fricción, y cuando sea momento se va a disparar un pulso de calor automático dentro de la sonda que nos va a permitir medir entonces hasta dónde sube la temperatura, en particular de este sitio, y cómo empieza a decaer. Y en esa manera de decaer podemos caracterizar las propiedades físicas del sedimento, además de obviamente tener un gradiente de temperatura. Ojo al que estaba preguntando cuál era la diferencia entre la medición del termistor más somero y la medición del termistor de más arriba. ¿Okay? Sugeriría que esperáramos el pulso para ver más adelante cuál es la diferencia ya que están decayendo. Isa, ¿cuánto fue la tercera? ¿Cuánto fue la tercera? 3.49. Entonces, si voy bien, la primera fue 9.7, luego la segunda 4.94.
Vamos a cortar. Vamos a cortar.
La tercera fue 3, ¿qué? 3, ¿qué?
5.
3.5. Y Juan anda haciendo sus Ahí va el pulso. John, can you put the graphic back on, please? Okay, so now you're looking at the graph, and there's a heat pulse that was produced by the probe itself, and that will give us an idea how fast the temperature decay in each thermistor. So now it's going to take approximately another 7 minutes for the measurement to be complete.
Oh, so you send your own like heat to it,
Yeah.
and then you see how long it takes to cool down.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
exactly.
nice. Cool.
So, sorry, the next one will be at 50 meters.
50.
50.
You see that bit? The next one will be 50 actually. Yeah. That's interesting.
Muy bien, para los que están viendo la gráfica, entonces estuvimos esperando después de la subida de temperatura posterior a la inserción de la sonda, y ahora vemos claramente el pulso de calor que es producido por la propia sonda, y vamos a necesitar más o menos 7 minutos para ver cómo decaen la temperatura en cada termistor, y a partir de ahí podemos inferir propiedades térmicas del sedimento como la conductividad térmica, y obviamente pues estamos viendo el gradiente. ¿Ok? Si tienen preguntas, háganmelo saber.
Good. Bless you.
Bless you.
check it out.
So here comes a visitor, and he intends to give us the full show, huh? ¿Quieres tomar un frame del pez, Isabela?
Quiero tomar varios.
Pero mira, ahorita está completo. Bueno, casi.
No me cae nada tomando fotos.
Oh my God. Nice. How big do you think he is?
Turn the lasers on, let's see.
It's big. It's about 50 centimeters. It's 10 centimeter laser.
Okay.
He's pretty big. About 45 centimeters.
45 centimeters. Okay. Okay, well, we are very thankful for the willingness of this visitor to pose for us and let us zoom into him. And one of the pilots just told me it's approximately 45 centimeters long, so it's a big fish and a beautiful one.
Okay.
Yes, Rachel, 45 centimeters. Qué curioso, ¿no? Se queda. That's a very nice shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the photo, please.
Roll coming out.
Okay, so the measurement is done, and now we're retrieving the probe so you can look at both processes happening at the same time. So that's the look of the graph, the final look, and then so we're taking the data from the graph and then doing some inversion to obtain the heat flow value. I'll let you know in a few minutes
Roll out.
what's the number.
Alright. Moving on.
Moving on, please. Ok, están viendo la gráfica completa de lo que es la medición y a partir de esa gráfica vamos a obtener los datos necesarios para correr una inversión y calcular el flujo de calor. El valor se los doy en un momento más. Entonces dos más, ¿no? Una a 50 y otra
50 y un 150.
150.
Y ya con eso vamos
Para arriba.
para arriba y luego.
Y ahí empezamos. De 150 para adentro.
Sí. Sí. Sí.
Porque es que si no, no tiene mucho sentido
Sí.
regresar con el centro hacia afuera. Tienes que.
Sí, sé que ver primero cuál sale la primera.
Ajá.
Hay que ser conservativos, 100. Entonces hacemos una, 100, y luego 50,
Y luego 20, y luego 25, 25, 25.
Sí, hay que verlo también, cómo van los errores.
Sí, porque sí, idealmente nos podríamos regresar al punto, pero pues perder tiempo. O sea,
Creo que hay que hacerle así.
o sea, nada más subir al norte, llegar a la línea. Y empezar.
Hacemos en vez de 150, hacemos una de 100. Y pues a ver, ¿no? Entonces ahí, ok.
Bueno,
Otro 100.
pero si queremos ser consistentes con los tiros abajo sería 150 y luego 50.
Ah. Nos quedan 2 horas y media, ¿no?
Nos quedan hasta la hora y media, una hora y media, ¿no? Una hora 15, hasta las 4:30. Hasta las 4:30.
Sí, entonces no vamos a llegar muy lejos. Que van a ser una hora, vamos a hacer 1, 2, 3, 4 máximo, creo yo.
Pero ya vamos a haber terminado un transecto completo, necesitaríamos a una cuarta parte del que sigue.
Sí, lo que quiero decir es que no suelta.
Okay,
Probe is
replace.
on.
Probe is on. Que llegamos a la quinta estación. Vamos a comenzar con la inserción de la sonda en 1 minuto y cachito. So fifth station, guys, and we're gonna wait until their mixture stabilize for a minute or so, and then we will insert the probe. I don't know. Probing, please.
Probing?
Yes. So the probe is going in. Yes, nice. You're getting the hell of it. Huh? Thank you. Very nice insertion. So, well, you probably be redundant if I explain again about the graphic, but just keep an eye on it. And then the person that had the question about the difference in the upper and lower thermistors can take a look at the graph and see the difference there.
So next one will be 150 meters.
Okay. I think that was a form of peanut butter.
¿Cuánto nos movimos aquí? ¿50? ¿Cuánto nos movimos de la estación pasada a esa? 50, ¿no? Hey.
Oh, 2.64. That's not quite as low as at the
No.
end of the line yesterday.
No, yeah. We're gonna move. The next one is gonna be a fleet measurement, and it's gonna be 150 meters away.
Okay.
So we can wrap up with that one and then jump up to the north.
Great.
Well, it's about time for me to ask what time we really have to come up. I'll see if I can find that out.
Okay.
Excuse me, thank you.
No me han mandado el resultado de esto.
¿El anterior?
No, de la,
No, ese está el anterior.
no, del anterior.
Ah, sí. 260.
Entonces, ¿y por qué yo no lo vi?
¿Cuánto? 62.
264.
No, 264 fue 50.
¿La cortas en cuánto? Ya. Probe off, please.
Probe off. Up. Coming up.
Ok, entonces no hicimos una medición completa. Como pudieron ver, no disparamos el pulso. Vamos a inferir a partir de la medición anterior y vamos a utilizar la misma conductividad térmica para calcular el flujo de calor. Entonces ahora nos vamos a ir a la quinta y a la... Thank you. Can we move on to the next station?
Okay, Bridge, I'm gonna move you northwest again.
So for the last station, we didn't did the complete measurement. We got the measurement short before the heat pulse was launched. And we can do that because the thermal conductivity in this area doesn't vary too much. It's around 0.76. And so we're going to infer that this last station was had the same thermal conductivity, and we were going to use that value to complete the calculation of the heat flow. So that saves us a little bit of time, and we can move faster. So we're heading now to the final station of this transect, and we're going to move 150 meters away from the last station. Entonces, nada más nos faltan dos pares de datos a 200 metros. Nada más para lo que está haciendo Juan. 200 metros lo que nos mande ahorita Rob, la anterior. Es que Juan los va haciendo incrementales, ¿no? y luego a 200 a 350 va a ser del primer.
Ah, ok.
Sí.
Puede ser. Ah, ok.
So we're back with the image of the bathymetry, and so you can clearly see that we're moving away from the bent field and just continuing to finalize the transect. Como ven, otra vez en la imagen tridimensional de la batimetría, nos estamos alejando del campo de ventilas hidrotermales para terminar el transecto de flujo de calor. Y bueno, pues más o menos para que tengan una idea de las distancias y de la escala.
He is. When the pandemic started, our various virtual meetings and so forth. And RA really has never done this telepresence thing, and so I asked him whether he had any things. Should we explore the possibility of doing telepresence so that the science plate can be on shore? And the reason I said that at that moment in time is the concern that Bruce wasn't going to be able to go to sea on his cruises because we were talking about people 65 and older not being allowed on the boat. And at that moment in time. Right. And so it kicked off this whole thing that we now do telepresence routinely in bars as a consequence of this one. But Bruce never stopped going to sea. So,
Can't imagine.
So, he was not in favor of that at all. They took his stuff, other than some of his collaborators. So yeah, he's still working full bore, taking all his sea time. Okay, well, it's long enough since then. Yeah, he
2.32.
I don't know what it was.
Nice.
Something I know about, but he's still I'm better now. He's still got it, still got it. So he is not one of the people at Bari that has admitted that they're going to retire someday. Neither am I.
I'm glad to hear that.
What is full time? What is full time? Not bottom time.
Six. It's 0 for sure.
Yeah, I didn't see Jay Ryan, which is why I went looking for him. So I guess we'll find out when he comes back.
No, I'm not possible.
He's probably downstairs. Coffee.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't see him, but
Well, we gotta jump up
The,
the north line. Yeah, the north line.
and then I work back towards the grounds. Yeah, so we continue doing heat flow to the end here. I think the only question would be whether or not to do a rod push core. I wasn't thinking that you were going to do that, but if you
Yeah, probably. You're right. Last time we took it at the end of the transect, right?
Yeah.
So we needed to take it now at.
So at the next, the farthest outside, you want to take a push clip.
Uh, he
So-
said two. Yeah, said two outside.
Yeah, too far from the vents
The
and
vents
too
and
in
in
the
the
vents.
vents.
We really haven't had the opportunity in the vents, and we probably would get that opportunity on the third leg, and that will still be here.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But
Yeah, she's gonna take
the
all.
biologists aren't going to go out there, so yeah, it does make sense that you would collect the far away
Okay.
push cords.
All right. So yeah, I think on this next station, guys, we will do a push call, please.
No problem. All right, and then it's just heat flow for the rest of the day.
Cool.
Yeah, the one thing I guess to be aware of is after you do this next heat flow station in that push core, then you're moving 150 meters north to that next line. So if you have to position the ship to allow for that.
¿Por qué no tomamos aquí
¿Mande?
de una vez hacer un
Sí,
push cord?
sí, porque Ronald tiene dos lejos.
Sí, pero hacemos la misión y luego tomamos y luego vamos.
Sí, sí, sí.
O se toma la
No, primero hacemos la medición, terminamos la medición y luego el push call y ya nos vamos.
You're lying right now, but let's catch up.
Terminas ahí, terminas en esta y después mañana empiezas en la otra línea.
No, de hecho, creo que nos va a dar tiempo de
Sí, nos da
brincar al siguiente transecto y a lo mejor hacer dos mediciones. Depende de qué tan rápido nos movamos ahorita, pero ahí vamos más o menos a buena velocidad.
Son 4:30, está bien. ¿Hasta qué horas pueden?
No, a las 4:30 de hecho se acaba. Son las 3:30.
Ay, 3:30. ¿Ves? Perfecto.
Sí. Que en la imagen de batimetría tridimensional vemos cómo nos estamos realmente alejando. Estamos más o menos a una distancia de donde empezamos de 350 metros. No estamos lejos. Bueno, en esta escala, así como se ve en el mapa, sí un poquito. So for those watching or looking at the bathymetry map, so we are approximately 350 meters away from the point that we started near the edifices. So we're a considerable distance from the vents now. And we are also reaching the background heat flow that we obtained for this area, and that was consistent with what we did yesterday on the other side of this same transect.
Yeah.
We're just moving slowly for the vessel to catch up.
Okay.
everything to go okay?
Yeah, we're fine. They're just moving a little bit slowly so the vessel can catch up. But I think we're almost there. It's on a total of 350 meters away from the point that we started, so we're pretty far away now.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah, almost a container ship away.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just telling that the audience that the scale is very important.
All right.
Okay.
Move on.
Keep probe on.
And then when we go up to the north line, are y'all want to start like waypoint 3 or just kind of straight across from where we are?
Waypoint 3, I guess.
Start
Yeah.
up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
We're not stopping here, right? We're just in a straight line. We're transect and head up.
No, I don't think we're stopping. Yeah, we're just gonna. Yeah.
Okay, probably the seatbelt, please.
Probe going in.
Okay. Inserting the probe for this station. Perfect. Pull in. Thank you. Okay, so you're gonna start to see the pulse from the friction of the insertion. So all the thermistors will go up.
Bridge ROV. Yeah, Phil, you could just come to an all stop here because we'll be heading northwest about 2
¿Por qué no
minutes.
están subiendo los otros? Está rara, ¿no?
And then, yeah.
Okay, we stop the measurement, pull the probe out,
Pull it
and
out.
move a little bit further.
Absolutely. Pull the probe out.
Yeah.
Probe's out. Can we just move forward a little bit?
What depth are we at?
Depth is
So-
yeah.
You know, they started to wiggle as you can see. So we have to interrupt the measurement because the wiggles are perturbing the thermistors,
Okay.
and it's probably because the other side of the transect is more stable, and I know it's a current or
Okay.
what is it, but yeah, we will have to redo this one.
Just move forward a little bit.
How much?
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Like 5 meters.
You can also go back if you want.
Okay.
Tienes que hacer una cuando concluya. Ya terminé.
Still trying to get stable.
Oh, I'm sorry,
okay.
sorry. I didn't know.
Got me a little bit of line that.
Alright. So you wanna wait until it's clear?
Clear.
Or is that okay?
I mean, I'm okay. I can see
Okay.
it.
So is it seated?
Yeah.
Yes.
Probe is on?
Probe is on.
So it seems on the last measurement that the two thermistors, the top two thermistors didn't went in. That's weird because
That is strange.
it seemed like it was fully in.
Yeah, it definitely went all the way down.
But yeah, it was a strange measurement. I don't know what happened there. So, so your speed has been perfect
Okay.
because it's not too slow. That we don't get enough friction generated, but not too fast.
Right.
I don't think there's any danger for the rope to be bending at this consistency of the sediment. But
And we're watching for it. I mean, the second that the vehicle starts to lift even a little bit, we'll stop.
right,
But everything's been really soft.
right. Okay.
You can have the camera now if you wanted it.
Sure. Oh, that was a. So.
Okay, probably the seatbelt, please.
Oh, going in.
Okay. Probe going in. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way.
All the way.
Okay, all the way. Thank you.
Okay. It's better now.
It's better, right? Yellow one. No. Let's see what Rob says.
Huh? Oh.
Extraño que se estén enterrando todo.
Cartridge. You ready? Alright, so we're gonna finish this. You wanna record?
Oh no. What's up?
Alright, this is the last one we're doing on the south line. Probe's in right now. I think they're having an issue with one of the misters. I'll finish this.
What did that do to it?
Probably. You're gonna do a core, one core here. Once this is done, then you're gonna shoot up to waypoint 3.
It's busy last time. Alright.
Is that what we're supposed to come up? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Are you positive that we're supposed to come before?
Matter.
Huh?
Yeah, but the time.
I know. I just, that was the time, right?
With Jared,
Okay.
I'll text you whenever we come up off.
Do you know where P-Rod's at?
I did not. But 20 minutes one way, that is not.
Yeah, gotcha.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Any more idiots? Right? More idiots? Control. There's your gone. We are. Is that correct? Oh, never mind.
Okay. So el pulso de calor se acaba de disparar y el único termistor que no va a contar para esta medición es el de color amarillo, que es el de más arriba. Creemos que el terreno está un poco en desnivel y que por eso no entró y no lo tomaremos en cuenta durante esta medición. So as you can see, the heat pulse has been fired. It's good to note that the topmost thermistor didn't went in. We believe the terrain is uneven, and so we were just not gonna take it into account for this measurement in particular. And so we're looking at the graph that it's decaying, and so we will have to wait another 7 minutes to complete the measurement.
Skate camera with big shadow.
Mm-hmm.
The skate camera was facing down.
Wow.
Form. we pull the probe out, and then you can get there. I want you to sign your name in the sand. Boom. Did you right? J-Rock can do what you can do with the entire name. Then, or, I don't remember what it was. I'd like to compliment our listeners. That was actually a candy wrapper, but it was a sucker, not a Jolly Rancher, but it was close. So we're going to push for this definition. So we're going to push for here.
Yeah.
Right.
¿Cuál es T5? ¿El verde? ¿Cuál es T5?
Ah, va, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Más arriba.
Entonces cuando se refiere a que cae súper rápido es porque está en el agua. No está infectado.
Bueno, sí, bueno, bueno.
Yeah.
Nice landing.
Okay. Throw out, please.
Roll out.
About. And so then we can proceed to the push cart, please.
Deep.
Thanks.
Right. He went to kill, right?
Yeah.
Call that deep.
Oh,
This, I don't think this sediment has a lot of expanding hydrocarbons. Shouldn't matter too much. Just set it down, put it in a bio box. Set it. See that?
Pushcore, ¿cómo lo
como sample. Ahí tiene que aparecer.
pero de sample ID le pongo el pushcore y
No, él es el número. El primero fue 18, ¿verdad, Vale?
El 18 primero.
Ayer 19 y hoy 20.
Es que no. No me marcaron es diferente. Sí, era 10. Es que se veo.
No, pero es por el número de post, no es el container. Just a second.
So
Que teníamos la primera vez fue.
you take this push core,
Yes.
but with the inclination of the seabed that we're on right now, push quite a bit into it. So there's going to possibly be some contamination from the mud into the seabed underneath where we're at right now, as well as the push core debris.
Okay. Do you think there's
It's possible what I could do is I could try to come up, rotate so that instead of this being like this, like that, shit.
Yeah.
You ready to do it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Please.
So
Pensamos que era 11, pero decía 16.
we're gonna do that. Alright, push that bigger out.
It just disappeared off the top of the screen.
It's the collision. No, it's
Language wise,
This doesn't count. This doesn't count.
something. They just wrote it down now.
Alright.
Do some explanation of
Yeah, put up the yeah.
Okay, but like right now?
Yeah, it just disappeared off the screen. I can pull it down again.
Ah,
We can put it. Yeah. So, alright.
I see.
One porch out.
Bueno, les vamos a mandar un saludo a unos seguidores al Instituto, a la Universidad Los Andes en Bogotá, Colombia, que está siguiendo este live stream. Y pues nada más para que tengan un poquito de contexto de qué es lo que estamos haciendo aquí. Estamos explorando las chimeneas hidrotermales que fueron descubiertas en el 2018 en este campo hidrotermal que se llamó JaichMaa, que quiere decir metal líquido en lengua quiligua, que es la lengua nativa de los que estaban por aquí. Y esta expedición es multidisciplinaria. La primera parte hicieron lo que se llama mapeo y batimetría y parte del tema de la tectónica. En esta segunda leg lo que estamos haciendo es tomar mediciones de flujo de calor para entender cómo cambia la temperatura de acuerdo a las distancias con respecto a la chimenea hidrotermal. Entonces, lo que hacemos es insertar una sonda de 60 centímetros en el fondo marino que tiene un arreglo de termistores con una distancia de 10 centímetros y de ahí, al insertarla, podemos obtener un gradiente de temperatura y posteriormente el flujo de calor. Entonces, pues un saludo hasta Colombia, gracias por seguirnos y si tienen alguna otra pregunta, no duden en ponerla en el chat.
pasa push car? That's a nice little push car.
So it's flatter so it shouldn't need much of a combination issue.
Gracias a Natalia Castro y a Juan Sánchez por sus comentarios y sobre todo por seguirnos en esta expedición. Nosotros encantados de tener estudiantes de exploración oceánica que puedan ver lo que estamos haciendo aquí en México en colaboración con otras instituciones.
Having trouble getting it to stick.
No, when we landed up before, we landed on a gradient like this, so we pushed out a bunch of the sediment right there, pushed inside of where the push water was. So we done that, it would contaminate in 2 different spots. So just water. Covered in mud.
Wow.
What was the last value?
Progress.
It's kind of sounds like way here for seconds.
Now,
Nice. Thank you.
alright, you can see it really well over here, so I'll guide you in. Alright, come back towards the ROV. Coming. Go inboard a little bit to your right. I'll stop right there. Pick it up just a touch. Coming up. Coming up. Alright, now to the right. Alright, now back up. Go straight down. Let's go to your right just a little bit. Just a touch to your right. I mean, sorry, to your left. I apologize. Keep going, keep going. To the left, 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 left. Left, 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 left. So try touching it down. Self-esteem, you need to go to your left still.
No.
You're on the edge. Alright, keep going left there, not going down just a little bit. Hold it right there. Okay, so you can see it. Now push it back, push it back. That's pretty good, okay?
Vamos a dar dos minutos, entonces quitamos todos, que bueno que sí.
Alright.
67.
Oh, it just slid down. Yeah, it's still on top. Alright. Now what?
Ya no es totalmente más.
1.68 fueron. 1.68.
Sí, uno se puede de los dos. Lo que no fue muy bueno es entonces, si le quitas los dos de arriba, el 25, vamos a más uno, entonces se puede pasar.
You're covered in mud. That's the one. Okay.
Hey, great job in your position.
Position, thank you.
Ok. Todavía estoy trabajando en eso. Thank you for that, Pushkar. Okay, so we're moving. We finished that transect, which was gonna be the southern transect in this expedition, and we're gonna jump to the next line, which is 150 meters approximately north of the point that we did, and we're gonna start working our way towards the vent field now.
75.
No, I asked what time does JaichMaa come back on watch? We haven't been able to find him to give a definitive answer. My impression in general was 8:30 to 6:30. It's 2 hours. That implies 4:30 on bottom.
Okay, so right now,
Well, so we'll see if we can get up there and get in and maybe get to the station.
What was wrong? You don't think we were gonna be on time to complete that last measurement?
Well, it depends on how long it takes to make this move. So that takes a few minutes. Depends on what our real pull time is, which the default is 4:30. Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah, 15 minutes. Well, they say it wasn't too long to get there, so.
Yeah, the ship is moving pretty fast. That's the thing. It's a lot of tether to pull through the water, so it's unobvious to me how long it takes. Sometimes they learn really fast.
So far, it's like 40.
Okay.
A lot depends on what's going on in the water column.
8.5 minutes. Just right.
We'll see.
That last measurement on the transect wasn't too good. I think it's terrain was uneven, and then we tried twice, and then the first one, top two thermistors were out of the sediment, and then the second attempt, just the topmost thermistor was still out of the sediment. But I saw them; they were really trying to go all the way. So I don't know if it's just some.
It's maybe more that the mud is so soft that it's making a hole around the
Kasi,
road.
ano, general.
Probably as well,
And
yeah.
So the water is just coming in. down the
Right.
hole.
Did you get the mud off the probe?
Probably.
Yeah. Seems so, right?
Yeah, it was pretty muddy a while ago, so this is going to be like a good cleanup.
Ya lo van a subir.
So you guys been doing that, not like this bag. Oh, no, it'll be like a little white, whatever, sitting in there. That's what
Just gonna grab some of this, since we're cool. One thing that I'm not clear on at the moment is what our actual contribute today. Nominally, I'm expecting it to be more than, that's pretty serious. But, I've talked to JaichMaa on that. You know,
What's that?
you know what JaichMaa's gonna do full time.
When JaichMaa comes in, he released me at 6.
Okay, so
Other than that, I have no idea.
so come up on 4:30.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'll see if I can check that. Let's go.
Just make sure you got a trawler.
Yeah. Right. So, set that. Let's go.
Entonces, el dato final para la anterior. 1.67.
1.35.
1.35 es el primero.
Interventor 4 si lo quitan, es 1.35.
Sí, sí vi, pero dijo que seguía trabajando en eso.
Sí,
A lo mejor va a poner alguna otra cosa. Punto 81. 0.81 de pico. Ajá. ¿Qué dato le doy a Juan? ¿Cuál de los dos? 35.
Tenemos seguro.
¿Qué?
to the cut right now because of the way the ship's moving. It's pulling me up and down, so I gotta slow down a little bit. So
Okay.
it'll take me a little longer than the 8 minutes and a half that I promised you.
Okay. I can live with that.
Okay. Hot. On the right side, it won't be muddy if it gets really hot.
So yeah, actually the probe is clean now.
Yeah. There might be a little bit mud at the bottom. You can't really see that one. But
So, Florian, what point did you give them to head towards?
No, well,
waypoint.
that's me. I
I'm
asked
sorry.
them to the waypoint 3 on the.
Okay, so all the way over there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 500 meters east of the vents, that point.
500.
You're right. So where you just were was about 350 meters east of the vents. That's 500 meters east of the vents.
Okay.
I found him. He's on his way.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit too far away.
Be real background, no doubt about that.
Sure.
So, yeah, because the lines were basically parallel.
Right.
And like,
Well, if we want to be consistent, then we can try to land it further to the east around the same distance that we did this last one, which is 350 meters. What do you think? Or
well, right. I mean, they're making the ship move to allow them to get to that point, and they're getting.
where would you prefer to actually set up? Like to stop the ship?
we're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So the question is whether to not go all the way there and maybe be back here. So
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that far away though.
Yeah, I didn't tell you how far
the
away
way it
it
was. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, it's better to get one far away. Let's do
yeah,
this
we're
one far
only
away.
gonna get one. So
Yeah.
go ahead and finish the move and just
Yes.
do that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
that's good.
500 meters. It's 500 meters away
Yeah, that's
from the
fine.
bank.
That's fine. Let's get
Okay.
one far
All right.
away.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, that's the spot.
Oh. And then we can start tomorrow and get closer.
Sure. Okay. My concern is that
Whole time.
it's gonna be background for sure. The sediment, hopefully it's not that.
Okay. All right. So, all right, we're making a move up to that second line up there. So, we should either just go ahead and pull now, and not finish that off. If we get there, then it's the
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Because tomorrow is an early dive.
Right.
So, it's up to y'all if y'all want to change the mapping thing and talk to the bridge.
The captain was pretty adamant about that point. So I feel like we have to do that. Okay, so Raquel?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It looks like we've got to pull now. We won't have time to do the measurement there. They want to be on deck at 6:30.
Yeah, I mean, right now this is going to put us on about 7.
Right. Yeah, I would meant to wait for another 15-20 minutes. Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, it is what it is.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I had thought on the basis of prior discussions it was roughly 4:30, but I wasn't sure which way it was going to go.
We're supposed to get on deck at 6:30, less than an hour and a half, or an hour
Right.
post time.
Okay.
So that would be 2.5 hours up.
Oh, it's 2.5 hours up. I thought we were going to have to faster than. Okay. Anyway, so there it is. We have to come off bottom.
Well, that's a shame. We're almost
Okay.
there.
So Chris.
Yes. So instead of recovery then? That's fine.
Hey, Bridge, can you just slowly come to an all stop, please?
We can just set down
Okay.
and see
And
the
then in the morning, that's where we'll set up, is along that line. Yeah.
Are we going into gas lights?
We want you to put them on the ROV, but we don't intend to actually use them. So Z is going to prepare them. But the expectation is that tomorrow is nothing but heat well. And the day after as well.
I don't press.
What's that?
What are you doing?
I'm moving up a little bit so that we can better miss.
You can stop while you're going up.
What's that?
You can stop while you're going up.
Ben asked me about a seabed before, but you call me you're covered. All right. Watch out or leave it how it is. Leave it. We know where to put right in there. All right, what up frequency don't they crash like settle in that?
Okay, guys, so this is the update. We're done for the day. Tomorrow we're going to start an hour early, so the ROV needs to be on deck at 6:30, and it takes up a little bit about 2 hours to go all the way up. So this is it for today. I really appreciate all you and your questions. Hopefully you join us tomorrow and continue the show. And just to finish up with some of the questions that I see in the chat. So this expedition was funded by the Smith Ocean Institute completely. So if you have any more questions, let us know tomorrow. And switching to Spanish. Gracias a todos, especialmente a los estudiantes de Colombia que estuvieron con nosotros, el día de hoy. Y bueno, tenemos que terminar el buceo por el día de hoy, porque mañana tenemos un buceo que va a empezar un poco más temprano y los pilotos tienen que subir el robot. Acuérdense que se toma alrededor de 2 horas para llegar hasta el deck del Falcor. Y pues bueno, muchas gracias a todos por estar, por sus preguntas, por seguirnos. Esperamos que mañana nos puedan acompañar una vez más. Y bueno, pues saludos a toda la comunidad hispanoparlante que nos sigue. Hasta mañana. Bye, guys.